Centuries and centuries have passed until the day a hero named Mariner played this task. Deep dark ending, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark ending, we explain monster games. Deep dark ending, we sell my games and more. As Mariner set off on his quest to illuminate a crew, the navigator joined the ranks and so did Mr. Q. Sailing for adventure, stories and for treasure, we will help you through, so climb aboard and join the crew. Deep dark ending, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark ending, we explain monster games. Deep dark ending, we sell the games and more.
Should be about now.
Ahoy divers, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we are back on our Starship Simulator game while we're talking to Hiro about games. Ahoy, Hiro.
Oh, ahoy, Mariner.
Nice.
I don't think I can maintain it just like you.
I can't do it for very long, otherwise it starts to get grating, but I get just enough out of it for the intro. And then ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Mariner Kitty, and ahoy Mojo. Mariner Kitty has not been as prominent a guest at the beginning of the stream as past couple of nights, but that's okay. But yes, if you've noticed on YouTube and Twitch, the name of the stream is, or tonight's episode is Bugthesda Extravaganza, because while debating on what topic to discuss, I think I hit a bug in Fallout and went, oh, here we go. And so I proposed it to Hiro, talking about not just Bethesda bugs, but other games with annoying and or fun bugs. And to clarify, this is not exploits. These are bugs that ruin the immersion of the game, or ruin some aspect of the game that makes it hard to continue, or just disrupts your enjoyment of said game. We are going to try and feature some YouTube videos of featuring some, at least on my part, some Bethesda bugs. And then Hiro will talk about some other games that have bugs.
Oh, yes.
So, while I'm finishing my dinner, do you want to start with one of yours, and then we'll do the YouTube?
I'll start off with a fun bug. Well, it doesn't fit the homework as much as I thought originally, because you just said, hey, this isn't about exploits.
Sorry.
But so I'll take an F on the homework for tonight, but I'm gonna still make it entertaining.
Okay.
So, ahoy! Welcome. I will start off with probably one of the most renowned, I say one of because there's plenty of renowned bugs that were not intended to be exploited.
Oh, really quick pause. Ahoy, Mojo.
Ahoy. No, I don't do the pirate voice. It does not happen.
yours is actually built in.
True, yeah. Old Salty the Sea Dog
Oh,
voice.
jeez.
Anyways, back
By
to
the way,
Hiro.
that's why I cut off suddenly and said ahoy. I brain farted and didn't say her name.
I figured that's what happened. So, anyways, back to the game.
That was a bug, by the way, guys. But probably one of the most renowned bugs in gaming history, not the most, but one of, would probably be the Missingno glitch in Pokemon, which was tied to the item exploit, the item duplication exploit, which I believe it was. Well, I know what was required for it, but I believe the location was Cinnabar Island on the very east coast of it. If you take a Pokemon that knows Surf and you surf up and down the east edge of that island, occasionally, well, no, not occasionally, but a good amount of the time in the RNG, you'll encounter Pokemon that you are not supposed to be able to encounter on Cinnabar Island, let alone in the water. And a fairly good RNG roll would net you a glitched Pokemon known as Missingno. And its portrait was glitched as all get out, and it would glitch out your inventory and duplicate, I think it's the last item in your inventory, to some ridiculous number that just reset itself to be 99 because that was the item number cap in that game. Now, the thing that kind of made this fun was while Missingno was a glitched Pokemon and catching it would sometimes break your game, the item glitch was really nice. And you could exploit gold nuggets, Pokeballs, all kinds of things. And gold nuggets were items that were just intended for selling for the most part in the game. And if you did it right, you could basically get a infinite money glitch. This was later on in future titles. They actually played off of this glitch and created a series of different Pokemon. Well, it was the same Pokemon, just different variations that were actually named Missingno.
Is that the one that was in Unknown and Gold and Silver?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
But outside of that, that is my first glitch. I would say that it was well, that is the first glitch I'm going to talk about tonight, and I think I've said what needs to be said about it. And I will classify it as a fun glitch. And yes, it did kind of break the game mechanic. Well, not even kind of. It did break the game mechanics and sometimes your game.
Okay, so what we were going to do. So I've got two ways I can do YouTube videos. I can either change the scene to just looking at my browser window and playing the stream, playing the video that way, or we can come into here and put it on the big screen. So, and then, so I gotta, let's try it in here first, and then we will try it the other way if it works better the other way. So, beep.
So they actually got the link thing working in the YouTube videos?
The what thing?
The links to work for
I think so.
this, because I know one time we
ah,
tried messing with it. It was a bit difficult. I'm not sure if it was a bug. Speaking of bugs.
let's see. I think.
Incomplete coding.
Oh, but that's not how you want to paste. Paste URL here.
Somebody put a
Do
period instead of a comma, you know.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of bugs that I thought of off the top of my head as he was prepping. So
Nope.
we'll have
How do
some fun with that.
I have forgotten how I'm supposed to be able to enter the URL here. So we may have to do it the other way. So I can't remember now. I thought it was just load URL. Let's you do that. Aha! Okay, so hit the button load, and then that allows you to type, which then allows you to paste, load, and then play. Play.
I do not see your screen.
You do not see my screen?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just looking at your browser.
No, that's in Discord. I'm trying to do the actual integrated historical media library thing on the ship, and it's being a
Difficult.
yes, that's one word for it.
Probably the appropriate word for it this time around. I will try to moderate myself better.
Yes, please. Load URL. Okay, that's it's not working. It's just straight up not working. So we're gonna head back to the bridge. If I can figure out how I was walking. There we go. Okay. Go back to here and sit. Okay. Alt tab out. Switch to. I'm going to call this the info desk for now. And then this way we can properly.
Situation.
Yeah. And then we can properly credit the YouTube videos we'd be watching, which I wasn't sure we'd be able to do the other way. So we'll test. I'll dial up the sound here, and we'll start with some Bethesda bugs.
Hey, watch it! Careful!
You alive, bud?
What?
Hey, way to check.
Why? Okay, gang.
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me. The front.
What?
Viendo algunos, la verdad, pero no tantos, ¿no?
Okay, honestly, I don't think that one was particularly a bug.
Yeah.
No me puedo creer
Just amazing timing.
las cosas que
What?
I was just the people magically disappearing and appearing in the
In the elevators?
yeah.
Whoa! Oh, yep. I've seen plenty of those kinds of bugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
bye.
Going
Left without-
up.
Huh.
Rapture that lady rat. I didn't preview this video. I didn't preview this video before I played it.
What the?
The ship took off while you were inside the bay. They fixed it after this, where it would just reload and you'd be on the ship
Right.
in orbit. But yeah, you weren't supposed to fall out of the ship.
I mean, woo.
Eh?
Damn it.
Eh?
Ooh.
Okay.
I would make a quote, but this is supposed to be family friendly.
And I think in Fallout New Vegas, there's actually an achievement for that. Not the head.
Surprise.
Not the north headshots, though.
What?
Those
Some
headshots.
people love that kind of
John to Allah. Sure, go ahead.
She looks so angry.
7 years of development for this.
What?
Yeah, I've encountered this one myself.
FYI, your video audio is not coming. Well, maybe it is. Never mind. I'm special.
I turned it down because it was getting a little loud.
Ignore my comments on the loud.
Floor disappeared.
Yeah. And half the
And
body.
the upper body disappeared.
And the gun disappears.
And the head disappeared.
Oh, wow. Oh, eyeballs.
Yeah, I do want to throw
Yeah.
some context into this. Some of these bugs were generated because people were using mods that they obviously shouldn't have been. But the fact that there was this amount of weakness to mods being installed, it's probably not, it's still not good.
Okay, to be
Finger gun.
fair, if a game wasn't optimized for mods, I would expect any game to bug out.
Yeah,
It's not necessarily Bethesda's fault.
yeah.
We'll say the environment, like the foliage, looks good.
Yeah, except for the fact that it's two-dimensional,
Welcome
which
to
is the
the
point of that clip.
Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials,
Well,
please?
some
It's kinda
origami
hard for me to
flowers.
tell.
Yeah,
Just one moment.
That was kind of hard for me to see that part of it.
Oh, yes, Mr.
Wow. It's like Tammy Faye Baker ran into the invisible man face first. It was great.
Whether the killing gets easier. The answer is yes.
Wow. Okay.
yeah. Dead body's not supposed to be talking. Alright,
The
so
killing gets
we'll
easier.
we'll jump back over to here for now, and then yes, Hiro, you can bring up the next game you wanted to talk about.
All right. So, as most of the people that have been around me or talked to me in Lagging Out may be aware, my favorite game franchise is Legend of Zelda. Hands down. There was a bug in one of the games that was so bad that it was a progression lock. And that bug caused me to put the game down for months, probably close to 6 months before I gathered back up my mental fortitude enough to just restart the game from scratch, because that was the only way to resolve it. So this bug occurred in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii.
He said we.
And wait, was it Skyward Sword? No, I'm sorry. It was Twilight Princess on the Wii.
Even that
And
title makes that even better.
I'm sure
Twilight
it does.
Princess on the Wii. I've been spending
Um,
too much time on the internet.
Well, I guarantee, yeah. Well, I happen to be well aware of the fact that Rule 34 is a thing. So, yes, your impression of that statement is moderately correct. And I will leave it at that because this is a PG stream.
Yep.
And that statement didn't make it any better. You stop. You got me started. I gotta turn it off now. Oh. Anyways, this particular bug was known as the cannon room glitch. And considering the Wii happened to be one of the first of the Nintendo systems that came built-in network access. Before that, the predecessors of the games or of the systems did not have built-in network access. You actually had to buy the expansions to be able, or the components to be able to do network access with them. So this is probably one of those first bugs on a Nintendo console that actually was able to be patched out online or on the fly, rather than doing a version re-release of the game like they had to do with myriads of other games before. So the cannon room glitch occurred because of it was just a progression line where if you saved your game in this room after achieving a certain progression point, there was a character that would bar your access from leaving the cannon room if you loaded your game in that room. Unfortunately for me, the progression point that I had reached was a good stopping point for me to save my game and quit and go to work, only to come back, load in, and not be able to leave the room. And this was the earlier days of video game searches for resolving issues, and I researched it and found that that is a showstopper. And I promptly put the gun down, or put the gun down. Wow, put the game down, and didn't come back to it for about 6 months. That would be one of those, oh, I hate this bug moments. So, by all means, does anybody else have anything to say about that?
I wouldn't know. I never played that game, but yeah, if I had seen that report, I probably would have put the game down and away. On the second attempt. On the first attempt, I'd be like, "Oh, you idiots! Why did that happen?" And then restart and hope to get lucky. If I ran into it the second time, the game would be gone.
Yeah, no, all it would take for me is just once. And I'm trying to remember the name of the game, but on PlayStation 1, there was a game that if you ran into like a certain glitch, it would wipe your memory card.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty prevalent back in the day.
Yeah,
At least for PlayStation.
yeah, for the PlayStation 1 for sure, because I remember it happened to me twice and it wiped my game files both times.
Ooh.
I'm like,
So,
"Eh."
a little bit of context for that point in the story of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Um, that is your the canon. You have to find the canon, and you have to use your companion to warp that canon to the cannon room to use it, and that was your access to the next zone. Unfortunately, when that happened, that is actually pretty far into the game's progression, and I can't remember whereabouts. I think it was pretty close to the halfway point. You can ask Tyrion Death. I was so aggravated at that, and I put the game down for 6 months at that point. And that was, and the only reason I came back to it was because I am borderline obsessed with the Zelda series. So eventually I came back, but I'm pretty sure if that was an event that happened in any other game, I probably wouldn't have come back.
Oofta. Okie doke. Well, let's try this next video. This is a compilation, I believe, of general Bethesda glitches covering Skyrim, Fallout, and Oblivion. It says here to name a few, so we'll see what we get.
Funniest glitches.
Focus.
But this is all probably a bit over your head.
Seeing glitches like that for Skyrim.
I've seen those for Fallout too.
There's a bridge that does that in Red Dead Online.
Oh, jeez. What?
5 hours later.
Oh, jeez.
What? What?
I think the game froze, but and
And then killed him.
Yeah, when he came back, he just dead.
Well, jointed guard. I think I might have seen this one before.
What's going on? Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your
wow.
sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Come on. Fallout 4. Excuse me. Angry Fallout. Oh, okay.
This is Vault Tech rep.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Good morning. Vault-Tech calling. Surprise, mother...
What? Excuse me?
I have a feeling. I think that was
That
probably
was a
a
mod.
mod. That had to have been a mod.
That had to have been.
Stop. Heath. Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail. Then pay with your blood. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. You will pay your fine. All flesh and no fury.
5 hours later.
I'm sorry. I think some of these are probably fake.
Probably.
That's so weird.
That one's believable at the very least.
That one's believable, but it feels like it was set up. Like, I was hoping for glitches that were like out of nowhere. All of a sudden, things go wrong.
You know that like one mission in Fallout 4 with the SS2 mod where you retake the BADTFL location, whatever that place is over in Boston. Anyway.
Oops, sorry guys, I forgot to actually change the scene so people could watch this besides us. Well, what I can report is nothing of value was lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was
nothing was lost.
That particular video was a bit disappointing. So let me click over here and we'll try the next one just to see. Go ahead with your story, Mojo.
I did have a gunner that I killed and just stood there, and both of his legs kind of did what that guard on the horse did. Just continuously rotated. I'm just like, wow, he's straight out doing an Irish jig.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
See, like that.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no broom.
That's actually me pretending to actually do housework.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling in to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Gave you something to do.
Oh, so that's an actual quote they took from you, Mojo?
Yep. It's actually me when I'm trying to tell the kids I'm too busy to do anything they want.
Doink.
What?
They pulled back on the arrow bolt, or the arrow, and let go, and it did the old, like, what happens when the child releases a bow. Straight down. There's, like, small arc, landing 5 feet in front of the person. Let's find, see if
that could
there's
be a low strength modifier.
Let's see if there are any Fallout 4 bugs in this one. This is a longer video, so I don't just want to, oh, here's one. I don't want to just play the entire thing and have it sit here in silence, but we can. Trying to avoid. Activating the crit, which activates the mysterious stranger right below the thing, so while he's trying to target, the laser turret fires and takes you out. No, jeez. Yeah, You don't want to use that mystery stranger against turrets, I guess.
I tracked Kenji's daughter to a synth refuge up north, near Far Harbor. She's back home, safe and sound.
That's great. We don't often get to bring people good news.
Whoops.
It's a nice change of
Wow,
pace.
Ellie really lost her head over this one.
I knew something good was happening when you and Nick started working together. Don't be a stranger, Gumshoe.
Okay. What do we got in here? We got Gules. Whoops. Oh, I've run into this one several times.
Loading boxes, yes.
Look, and they go crazy. They go crazy. Ah.
Oh, Fallout 76 has them so much more prevalently. It's so funny. I love them. I love bugs like those, though.
Yeah.
The ragdoll bugs are always hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and the skeletons that move on their own. Those are so creepy and fun.
No fucking way.
Here's a 76 one for you.
What is that? What?
Oh yeah, just standing there getting hurt.
What?
I'm not sure what they're going for here.
Oh, it's because they're standing there getting hurt and they have no idea why.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's why they were sitting there checking their stats and everything. That's a bug. I've run into it several times today.
Just today you ran into this one.
Just
Well, that's
today.
encouraging.
I mean,
In
not to that
76?
extreme. Yeah, in Fallout 76. Not to that extreme. I will just be walking along and all of a sudden, randomly, I am getting hit by nothing. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This looks like another 76 one.
Not like I actually stepped on a punji board or anything either. Yeah. Yep. That happens quite often.
See what else we got. Do a couple
When you kill them
more.
and they just stand there.
Yeah. That was one that's prevalent in Starfield. I took a guy out and he just kind of went rigid and then flopped over.
No, these ones don't even flop over. They just stand there, like mid-movement.
I've seen those too.
And then, of course, you can't find their inventory to loot them. That's more aggravating than... Yes! Yes! In fact, I think I sent Mariner, or showed Mariner, a clip of Mr. Mojo and I playing, and Mr. Mojo's character was crouched down and scooching right along the ground.
Yeah, I saw that one. Let's see what else we got.
Darn
here.
red roaches.
Oh, this is a visual glitch. Maybe you've seen this one, Mojo.
Oh, no, that one I have not run into. Oh, my. That's quite the, Wow. That is quite the texture stretch.
I had this a few times in Fallout 4 when I was using, I want to say one of the Vivid Fallout mods, but it could have been it could have also been like a Minuteman mod or whatever. But like you'd load up the game, and Preston's trench coat would just stretch off into the distance.
Oh yeah.
And snap it back into place, or like some of the other characters that you can get would have clothing that would just, or like when I was in the Silver Shroud outfit, it would just, every time I go into VATS, the thing would just go floof. It would just floof out and then fall back into place. Maybe it was one of the armor mods. But yeah, that's a pretty sizable. Whoa.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my!
Billy Goat, that or else you're gonna die.
Yep.
Dead.
Because there is fall damage, so yes.
Let's see. A lot of the 76. Here's a Fallout 4 one. I think that actually. Let's see. It
Hey,
might be
Jordan, what is it
76.
you saying on Fallout?
No,
That's
that's
76.
76.
That looks.
It's
I was gonna
76
say that
because of
looks like
this.
4.
Oh
Well,
no, that's
it's
absolutely 76 with build menu. I recognize that one oh so well. Builds. Oh yeah, and in the new update that's gonna be coming up sometime next year, they're actually gonna have it to where you can rate other people's builds.
Oh,
raid other
now you
people's
get
or
to get.
rate?
Rate as
Oh,
in
okay.
like thumbs up, thumbs down, you know. Kind of cool.
So now you get to deal with trolls that are gonna put negative comments on your stuff for no reason.
That's cool, but actually, honestly, the community, the Fallout 76 community here, at least recently, is very cool.
Yeah.
Unlike where before it used to be very, very toxic.
Okay, there's a Fallout 4 one down here that looks like it could be fun. It's a little longer, but so I'll have to like fast forward through parts of it. But this will show us some stuff.
And that's why today Game Ranks is bringing you Fallout 4.
We don't need the narrative.
Oh yes.
I've seen this one in other people's. I don't know how that's even possible, but that's hilarious.
That's great. Keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
That
Whoa,
was the
whoa,
first
whoa.
thing that came to mind. Oh.
Yeah, that
Falling
was the
through
bug.
hoops.
That was not me. That was the bug.
Oh.
Ragdoll. That's what I was talking about.
Yes.
The perpetual ragdoll.
Yes. Those are
That's
so
prevalent
fun.
in a lot of games.
Whoops, 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 whoops. Doing, zip, 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 zip. Doing, zip, zip, zip.
Oh Lord.
That one I feel like is probably due to a mod.
There's gotta be a mod.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah,
Thank you for
that's
joining us,
an
partner.
ever prevalent.
Yeah.
That
Especially
happens
if
to
you,
all of my companions.
yeah, if you get in the thing, if you get in the elevator too fast, they'll get left behind and then pop into the elevator. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh yeah, scorpion. Woo!
Yes, the rad scorpion that eats themselves. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times where someone will, where I've heard the rad roach nearby, and then I hear the death rattle sound it makes when it dies because it like fell through the surface of the area and then came in from above and landed like it had fallen from a great height. Usually for those I'm grateful because I have a hard time with the rad scorpions, and usually I don't see them unless I'm low level and ill-equipped.
Shoot for the stinger. Oh yes. Yeah.
Spinning
Yeah.
round, spinning round.
Spiraling giblets. The heck?
It's a hand.
The skeleton
It's
hand's
waving.
going, wee, wee, wee.
Getting jiggy with it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Does he have wheelies on his suit?
I don't think so.
I mean, he's moving like he's got wheelies.
Oh.
That is what happened with the gunner in SS2.
Some of these are fairly early glitches because I haven't seen anything this bad in ever in my playthroughs of Fallout. But there are videos and glitches that date back to the beginning that I've seen that are crazy, like this one.
Oh yeah, no. If you
That
like
just
me, I've
makes me-
spent over 10,000 hours in Fallout 4, and I have seen many a number of things.
That just makes me think of Thriller, the dance.
Yes. Oh, they twerking.
Doing.
I feel
Are
like
they
that
in
should not be
space?
happening.
Right? Okay, everybody's got their
Let's
hands up
fast
like they're getting
forward.
robbed. What's up?
Yeah, that's what it's talking about. Like
And
the red scorpion would just fall through the earth and then come back and land. That ain't right.
Mm-mm. Oh, that's unsettling.
Yeah.
Ew.
What? Something.
Oh.
Some texture stretch there.
Is that a tongue?
I don't
Is
know.
that a tongue?
Or it could be their head.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Oh, okay.
Backstroke through the dirt. Backstroke in. All right, let's.
Some of these I did see in. I didn't see it a lot because my initial playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't nearly as bad as all the reports had.
That's so common, it's normal now.
Yeah.
But like and the crazy thing is I played Cyberpunk on release day. So most of the issues that I had were well, no, it wasn't that bad. The issues that I had were really just I had some screen stuttering here and there, like driving.
I've never seen a
Like,
dancing
I
car
actually-
before in the game. I know how it would happen, but I've never seen it myself.
Like I had a lot of those issues. Well, a lot of what I had were some issues like that, and I think one of the biggest issues I had was the there was a
He's actually
issue with,
successfully
like,
taking down the Deathclaw this way.
Oh wow, I should try that next time.
Yeah.
like one of the issues that I had was I actually the police system was bugged, and so I'm just trying to run the heck away from the police, and they just keep coming and coming and coming, and I finally lost the people, and I had a hard time losing the police drone, so they just kept finding me. Like that was one of the biggest bugs that I had. I had a quest bug that reloading resolved, and then the worst offensive bug that I had was was driving through town. I had a moment of really bad screen lag, and when the lag ended, my character V was flying through the air at impossible speeds, and I landed on top of a building that I had no business being on top of with 1 HP. I was like, huh, well, that's not good. That was a pretty bad bug.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe the relentless cops aren't actually a feature, because every time I get in there, they are relentless.
Oh, yeah. And actually, when I actually read about it later in one of the patch notes that they patched a bug with the cops that were really bad. Like it was entirely accidental too. Like it was entirely accidental too. Like I was about to resolve or complete one of the side quests, and I accidentally hit an innocent when I was trying to talk to them, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Oh. I was like, "Oh crap!" I was like, "Oh crap!" And then the cops came, and then I was like, "Oh crap!" And then they just kept coming, and I was like, "This escalation does not seem appropriate for the crime."
If ever the meme needed to exist this escalated quickly, that would be it.
Right. You went from like a half a star to 5 stars in 0.2 seconds.
It literally went. It actually went from 0 stars to 4 stars. I was like, ah. So that was probably the bug.
Yeah. That's a definite time to go moment. I think I should leave now. Oh, wait, I can't. Let's see. I'm trying to think if the most egregious bug I've ever had.
Well, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Did I talk about... When did I recently talked about getting a Game Boy game that I could not get off the first level. Was that during the chill stream?
That was actually last
last stream of consciousness.
That was the last stream of
okay,
yeah, stream of consciousness.
I knew I said it at some point recently. Okay, so that could have very well been a bug, but I wouldn't know like without looking it up to see if that was just my own ignorance or if that game was broken in some way. But that was probably the most egregious bug I've ever come up with, or I've ever come across. I'm trying to think if there were any others more recently than that. But someone else talk while I think.
You got any bugs that you want to talk about, Mojo?
I'm trying to think of any, and no. I mean, I found a kind of an exploit a little bit. I mean, it's not really an exploit. It's just a way to bypass a door that apparently the computer to unlock the door is broken. But if you aim your reticle just right, you can actually interact with the button on the other side of the wall, which would open up the door anyway.
That reminds me of an exploit in Starfield. I think I showed you this, Mojo, where if there's a spacesuit in the basement of the
base. They fixed that, didn't they?
They might have. I haven't tried it in a while to find out. But Hiro, for context, you start Starfield and you go to Constellation, which is this, for lack of a better word, club, where explorers get together and compare notes and compile databases about the galaxy. And
like an blog.
Yeah, and they in the basement, like they give you a Constellation spacesuit so you can wear when you go out exploring. In the basement, there's another one. It's like a Mark I spacesuit. That's one of the better suits of the game, actually. And you have to be able to pick a lock to open the case, to get at the spacesuit. But the way that it was built before they fixed it was there's a teeny tiny gap in the glass between two panes of the display case, and if you can put your reticle right on that spot, you can actually loot the mannequin without opening the case, and you can get the spacesuit for free.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. They absolutely fixed that.
And then there was another bug that they definitely fixed in Starfield, where on one of on the home planet for one of the factions, there's a store. If you go around back, point your reticle right at the right spot, you can actually loot the store's inventory without having to pay any money. That one I heard about. That one I saw, or I didn't see firsthand, but I know that they patched that one because someone mentioned it on a YouTube video or something. But I've actually thought of a pretty egregious bug in Fallout 4 that to this day I believe you still have to have a mod to fix, and that is Mojo. Do you remember the name of, was it a scribe or was it a soldier for the Lost Patrol quest? I can't remember if it's a scribe.
Are you talking about the knight that's in the Vault 111 suit?
No, this is So Lost Patrol, you're wandering through the wasteland near MedTech. You come across the distress signal. You follow it to a blown up building, and there's power armor frames in the ground, and you find one guy alive. He has a tape. You listen to the tape, and it says, "We're gonna detonate. Fall back to this place." And so you follow the trail to the training yard. You find another Brotherhood of Steel with another holotape that leads you to the satellite array, and the guy that's up in the one up in the room beside one of the dishes has the holotag, but is often missing the holotape, so you can't get the holotape to complete the quest.
Oh, I have never had that problem with it.
Yeah, it was an early bug.
I didn't even know that was a problem.
I found it when I was playing Fallout on PlayStation 4. I went and did some research, and apparently it was a pretty prevalent bug. And there were two ways to fix it. One way was to give up. The other way was to go into Bethesda.net through the UI and download a mod that puts that holotape back on the body for you, so you can complete. Because console commands did not work for PlayStation 4. I don't think they still do to this day. But
you can't do console commands at all on a console.
But there was a there was a time period. There was a time period where I always avoided the Lost Patrol quests because I knew could not complete it. Then I found that there was a mod you can download through Bethesda.net, and things were happy and fine. I have not actually run into that particular glitch in my PC playthroughs of Fallout 4. I haven't done Lost Patrol that many times, so I don't have a large sample size. But
that's weird. Because PlayStation 4, I've played vanilla for approximately 7,000 hours and never once ran into that glitch. Never.
That's impressive.
Never even heard of it.
That's impressive.
Actually, I will state a possible exception to the statement of you can't do console commands on console. The PlayStation 4 has USB ports, and it does have drivers for keyboards.
Yes.
The tilde, if I may be so bold, I think the tilde key actually will bring up the console.
Negative. Does not.
No! Well,
we're just like,
I have tried many a times as a person who has tried to fix said bugs in various games via console commands. It does not work.
Parry thrust, deflect.
Dang. Well, it was worth it.
Yeah, no, believe me, I've tried so many times. And I've cried so many times over the restarts.
I think there's probably, if it is even possible, there's probably something that you have to enter into the game or into the back end somehow to even unlock that, if it's even available. So
you're saying there might be a mod for that?
That would be illegal. Because you're breaking into the hard code of the PlayStation.
No, it's a port. There's always things and leftovers in ports that will function. I've tweaked some things.
But in order to access that back door, in order to get to that particular code, you've got to do some slightly shady stuff.
Well, I will disclaim that I have never done anything illegal on my consoles.
I've never done anything illegal on mine either, but
I wouldn't know how to do anything illegal on console.
Well, that's
a discussion for offline.
Yeah.
That is a discussion for another stream, potentially offline, because there are stories about things that have happened with mod boards and stuff like that for early days of gaming. Actually, the origins of I think one of the origins of the more famous modded games happens to be an accidental acquisition of a mod board, which is actually not a mod board, but called a dev board for, I want to say it was Xbox. There was a huge story about that probably about a year ago, but that's off topic.
Stream of consciousness, baby.
Yes,
Does anybody have a
Everyone does.
quick link to a YouTube video like they can find easily of their favorite bug or something else? Some other than Bethesda game that has a notable bug that can be demonstrated on a YouTube video quickly, or are we?
Bethesda's pretty prevalent on the bugs.
I was gonna say, I would say look up Mass Effect bugs.
Oh yes, those are
Ooh.
fun.
Give me just a second here. Talk amongst
And while you're searching
yourselves.
that up, while you're setting that up, I will bring up a bug in the original Mass Effect that actually got made fun of by the game devs in Mass Effect 2. Mojo, do you remember the elevator conversations?
Yes, I love those things.
You only really started seeing, well, you only really saw elevator conversations in 2 and 3, if I remember
Right.
correctly.
Yeah,
And it
that's when they
was
really implemented it.
because they brought that about because of elevator load screens in the first Mass Effect, where they would take 5 minutes or longer because the elevator was just an excuse to load the next map.
Yep, that's exactly why they did it.
That's
To
prevalent.
make that load screen more.
Yeah, Fallout
more
4 does
interesting.
that too.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of games do that.
And I will wrap this up real quick before you go ahead and press play. The thing that I wanted to call out most about is in fact the conversations, especially when your partners, your teammates would start talking amongst themselves and saying, "Hey," they're saying something along the lines of, "Hey, do you think these elevators have gotten shorter over the years? They don't seem to take as long as they used to."
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh yeah, they do make little tiny comments like that, and if you pay attention to them, they are great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Is this showing correctly? I can't tell. It doesn't look like it is. Should spend a little bit more time on that.
Black screen.
Okay. So let me. That one. There we go.
Oh my gosh, Legendary Edition.
I actually
had
know where that's
bugs and
at.
glitches.
Oh God, yes. So anyway, I love the Legendary Edition, but yes, it is a hot mess at times.
No audio.
Oh.
I actually know exactly where that's at. Oh my God.
I feel like
Can't turn.
I feel like I remember this.
Can't turn.
Oh my God. I've been walking the whole way. Not the
It has so many freaking bugs.
Man.
Still can't turn.
I love the Mako and the Hammerhead.
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks.
It didn't
just
get
because
much
we have
time with the
biologics.
Hammerhead.
Don't try anything. We're watching you.
Ladies, that's not how that works.
We have to get Jack out of the cryo.
Oh, wait, is this levitating?
Yeah, we get
Ow!
I have a feeling I should have spoiler warning. It's warning to myself because we might accidentally get some spoilers from Mass Effect 3, which we are still planning on playing. As soon as we get done with Chapter 1 of Baldur's Gate 3, we're going to go back and finish up Mass Effect.
Go for it, spin all two. It's gonna be good. And one.
Yes, move along.
Vermeer, that was the name of the planet. Vermeer.
Vermeer, yes. Wait, what?
Wow. Yep. Okay then.
Back in a bit. Have fun.
Wait, what?
PC ragdoll.
Question marks.
The hilarious part is he's still firing his weapon. Wow, how often does that happen where you're stuck looking one direction and one direction only?
I've never had that problem.
Yeah, I've never had that issue.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, that was.
Whoops.
Wait.
Please move the vehicle away from the acid.
Wow, I'd never run into any of those.
And most of these I haven't seen.
Yeah, same. This cannot be legendary. These I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
It is.
It's gotta be a combination of either low, powered computer, PC power, or modded game.
Even on my potato, that never happened.
The blood vacuum.
Wondering if we got another case of modded gameplay causing unexpected results. It says gameplay captured on PC, so that possibility of mods are high. Or driver problems. Could be graphics driver issues.
Somebody could probably blow out their computer. Make it a little less dusty.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be able to do that.
Exploit phone.
That's a no-go zone, normally.
Wait, you're not supposed to have a slingshot like that. And a wall.
Oh, this is from 3.
Yeah.
This part's frustrating. I'm gonna warn you now. Close your eyes. Eggs.
Through the floor.
Through the floor. Wow.
Ooh, I suppose that's a question I should ask you, Mojo.
Mm-hmm.
Is the multiplayer for 3 still up?
The multiplayer for 3.
Yeah.
Did Mass Effect 3 have multiplayer?
No.
It does. Or
Since
it did.
when?
It launched with it. It was actually I got to be careful what I say because it's tied. It was tied to game progression.
Oh, apparently that is a more recent situation because I'm like, wait, because when I got it, it was not.
It was tied to game progression.
I could take off my headphones. Just someone signal me in Discord when it's safe to put them back on again.
Yeah, because this is actually it will actually matter for Mariner when he does his playthrough.
Interesting. Wow, I had no clue.
Just let me know when you got your headset off, Mariner. Okay, no, I guess he's got his headset off. So when you get towards a certain point of the game, it actually the multiplayer affected the galactic readiness status.
Oh, yes. No, I do remember that being mentioned. And no, that is not an issue.
Okay.
They've actually made adjustments for that in the Legendary Edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
and,
so now
and I know there was another way to affect the galactic readiness if you didn't want to do multiplayer, but I actually got into it pretty religiously because it unlocked a lot of different things, and it was kind of like Call of Duty with prestige, improving different classes and stuff. But other than doing the multiplayer to progress your galactic readiness at different places, it didn't really affect much else. But yeah, go ahead and let Mariner know he could come back.
Oh, I don't forgot how to type. That's great. There we go.
Okay, we good?
We're good.
Yeah, we're
Okay, good. I couldn't hear anything, so I didn't get spoiled.
Yeah, I don't know if the multiplayer still exists, but it shouldn't affect gameplay anymore.
Nope, it's been
Okay.
balanced.
Cool. Alrighty. So I think that is actually probably a good spot to end for the evening. We'll figure out what we're going to talk about next week. The subject matter's been pretty well tapped, but I'll think of something, or Hiro will think of something, or Mojo will think of something. But
And I'm gonna disclaim right now that this was honestly entirely Mariner's idea, because I
It was
was
all
kind of
his fault.
tapped out for ideas.
like I said, it was probably inspired by running into some bug in Fallout 4 and then subconsciously registering it. So, anyways, but yes, so tomorrow night, Mojo and I will be back here for some Baldur's Gate 3 action. And then I will be on Lagging Out's channel Thursday night for some more Monster Hunter. And then be sure to check out the live with Hiro, Blacklight Oni, Chieftain, and Soda Pop for pop culture news and gaming news of the week, and possibly other news of the decade. We'll say it that way. But I will be then back on my channel next week for resuming our new experiment in Fallout 4 with the Sim Settlements 2 mod. Until then, enjoy whatever game you happen to like, and look for the bugs. Say goodnight, people.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night, people.
Perfect. Fair winds and fun gaming, y'all. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye.